So I'm going to make lobster mac and cheese, and it starts with a sauce. The French call it a roux, which sounds really fancy. It's not. Start with butter, 6 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to melt that. And then later I'm going to add some flour for thickener. Okay, the next thing is heating up a quart of milk. And what this does is thicken the sauce. When I add the cheese and the pasta, it gives a nice thick mac and cheese, classic mac and cheese. And then I'm going to mix into the butter half a cup of flour. And the thing about making a roux, or white sauce, is you want the flour to cook for a minute or two, so it doesn't have that sort of raw flour taste. Okay, milk looks like it's hot, just under simmering. Just going to pour it in. And now I'm going to stir it until it gets nice and thick. So this is white sauce, that's it. It's just thickened milk, and it's going to make fantastic mac and cheese. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat off next to the cheese. That's the good part. So that's about 2 cups of grated cheddar, and I'm going to do 4 cups of grated Gruyere. Just cut it so it fits in the feed tube, just like that. Okay, into the pan with lots of flavorings. I just think it's going to go so well with lobster. That's a lot of cheese. It makes 8 servings. 1 tablespoon of salt. I use kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of pepper. Give it a little heat. And half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Sort of a classic French gratin seasoning. Just think brings out the nuttiness of the cheeses. Stir that together. This is going to be really good mac and cheese. Okay, next I need some pasta. Once it's drained, it goes right back into the sauce and cheese. Yeah, okay. This looks delicious. All the pasta and the cheese, and wait till I put lobster in. It's going to get even better. Okay, I'm going to cut up 1.5 pounds of lobster. So I'm going to leave some of the big pieces whole, and then the really big ones I'm going to chop up. Okay, all this is just going to go right into the pot. This may be one of my favorite dishes of all time. This looks so good. Big stir. Okay, now I'm going to get the topping ready. First I need some melted butter. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. So these are breadcrumbs. It's really fresh bread that I just ground up in the food processor. And what this is going to do is when it's in the oven, it's going to get brown and crusty. So I'm just going to sprinkle this right on top. Into the oven, 375 degrees for 30 minutes, and they're going to be bubbly and crusty on the top. It's going to be so good. Lobster mac and cheese. Now, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want that for dinner. Wow, it smells fantastic.